Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Callaway. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Callaway. That's down the field for Jefferson. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Minnesota. 54 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Now Newsome. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Stop made there by Brian Asamoah. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Love. We find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Another tote for ETN. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Love. This to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact. They couldn't hang on. 4th down.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
On 1st and 10, Callaway. He's got a man, complete. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And finally marked down at the A big play there for Minnesota. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Operating from the gun. Callaway. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Luntz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Completes it again to Dobbs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Travis Etienne, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Panthers have regained the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Vikings at 5-7 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Love now to pass on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Love's throw taken in by Chark.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Love now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with good field position is facing 4th down.
York able to send this one through.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Newsome on the carry. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Off the play fake. Callaway. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
To throw now, here's Love.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up the 3rd down.
Well, Parker guaranteed they approach this point with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46.
A give, it's ETN off the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing. Love. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. Going back to Love. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win.
Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Scotty Miller, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead. The York on now for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. The York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big gainer, 2 in succession, as this one goes for 32. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Harold Landry has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Looking to throw. Callaway. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smiling. And happy. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Love looking to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They only punted twice as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
It looks like they'll move things around here. On 3rd down, Callaway. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
This is taken at the 23. 31 yards on the punt there.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go, as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 2nd down, Love once more. Short throw to Smith. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And throwing on 3rd down, they cannot connect.
I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a good 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
This will be fielded at the 17. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Airing it out for Olsen. And got his man complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Throwing to start the drive. Callaway. Here's a catch downfield by Collins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Callaway. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30.
Oh, now an injured player down there, and this is not what you want to see. That's Justin Jefferson, who's having some issues. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so far.
Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
On second down, ETN once more.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Travis Etienne.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 9.
132 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Etienne will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. York now for the extra point.
And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt. The defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was stamped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
And get 2 points.
they can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run it with Newsome. And they can't bring him down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Callaway. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of loops?
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a handoff up the middle. Newsom. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game.
And the Vikings have cut it back within a score.
And after all that, they're going to start out with unbelievable field position on the return. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Ready, set.
2 yards to go, second down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Working out of the gun, Love.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Travis Etienne.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Travis Etienne.
His 21st touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
To throw on second down.
Callaway to Jefferson on the slant.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
This 2nd and 4.
Up the middle they go. Newsom, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense difference there. It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
It just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Callaway. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
19 tight.
Off-play action. Callaway. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Amari Barno.
There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
A York on now for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Callaway.
Throw right side here going to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. But I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Come on, set. Set.
ETN on the toss right.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
ETN once more.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Well, if nothing else, some signs of life here, Charles, because you're facing the big deficit, but at least they were able to prevent 3 more from getting on the board there with a nice block.
And that's how they're comforting themselves on the sidelines right now, because they certainly didn't execute well on that play at all. Bottom line, exactly what you said. They didn't need the 3, but they sure don't like giving up a block. They'll have something to work on as they get into practice next week.
On 2nd down, Newsome, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Complete. Jefferson to target.
And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 5. Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Etienne up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. A handoff for Etienne. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Love from the gun. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to get the football back at their own 17. Throwing to start the drive. Callaway. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Operating from the gun. Callaway. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now a handoff up the middle. Newsome, and he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down. Callaway. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where his coach...
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
Ready, break. Ready.
And they take a knee.
Set, cut. Ready.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on.